Hi everybody, it's Mark Lawrenson here, and we're continuing on with the South Node through the sign series. And this episode is number 10. We're going to be looking at the South Node in the sign of Capricorn. So when you see the South Node in Capricorn, you're going to be looking at people that have an emotion memory from before around burden, carrying a very, very heavy load. Now, this isn't necessarily going to be physical, but this is more down the road of responsibility, a feeling of responsibility. Maybe they're responsible for a country, or maybe they're responsible for a clan, or for a job, or for family. But it feels to me that they carry this in again in this lifetime, where they feel on a certain level that they're responsible for other people's well-being or other people's happiness or other people's security or even survival. And the past life energy carries a strong energy around restriction and contraction, and a lot to live up to. And in the past life, people probably did depend and rely on these people. They might have been in positions of sorts where people turned to these people and asked them for help. And it was up to these people to be able to get the job done on that level. And so they come in with this feeling of being scared, being really scared to drop the ball, and not living up to this vision or this expectation that people have of them. Now, when you're looking at the South Node in Capricorn, the environment would have been hard. It would have been very difficult. It would have been challenge after challenge. It would have been cold. And I'm going to say it would have been very unloving. I have a feeling that when you're looking at the South Node in Capricorn, you're going to be looking at it in context to the North Node in Cancer, of course, which Cancer is about bonding, coming into a softer, sweeter, more sensitized place. Love comes into this, and nurturance, of course. So the South Node in Capricorn was the opposite to this in some kind of way. It feels like there was no time for tears. It feels like there was no time to just sit down and be able to talk about your feelings with the South Node in Capricorn. There was a job to do. You had to bite your bottom lip, so to speak, and just get on with it. Now, when you're looking at the South Node in Capricorn, you're going to be looking at the house that it's in, of course, to give you the terrain of life that it's playing out in. You're going to be looking at Saturn. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, of course. So where is Saturn in the chart? What house is it in? What sign is it in? That's going to give you more information about the story around the Capricorn energy. Also, you're going to be looking at any aspects, any planets on the South Node, with the Capricorn South Node, opposite on the North Node, squaring, even quincunxing, even stuff to do with the softer aspects could come into the picture as well. Now, with the South Node in Capricorn, there's always going to be a feeling of aloneness, a feeling of having to do it by yourself, the island unto themselves kind of thing. So I always feel with the South Node in Capricorn, people do come in, I'm not going to say emotionally disconnected because I don't want to go that far, but I feel that there's a strong element around self-sufficiency that comes in with this. I can look after myself, and the need to head over to the North Node in Cancer is about being able to come into some softer, warmer bonds and find a soft place to fall. Find a home where you can relax and you can feel that love that comes in with them. Now, these people, if you want to go down the kind of people they were, South Node in Capricorn people could have been people of authority. You could have had a job or a position of sorts where you were in charge or where you managed something. South Node in Capricorn could also go down the road of anybody who was in a position where hard work and focus and dedication and commitment and a sense of respect, honor, and integrity might have been part of it as well. Who knows how you played that one out? I mean, did you play it out to the nth degree in what I would call a higher understanding of that? Or, and probably got caught up in, as I said, the responsibility and the duty? Or did you go down another road with it? There could have been areas where you cut corners. Could have been areas where there were power struggles in this particular area as well. But when we're looking at the South Node, we don't leave it there. We don't leave it problematic. We always have to bring it back to how the South Node is going to heal. And of course, that is done by the North Node in Cancer. So the North Node in Cancer, of course, wants to head over, as I said before, into a place where it wants to feel, where it wants to come into a bonding area, where it wants to come into home, where it wants to come into a sense of love. So the South Node in Capricorn needs to be replanted. And so the South Node in Capricorn is ambitious. It would have been ambitious in the past life to a certain degree. It wanted to achieve something. And so here we have this achievement, again, coming back in that needs to be replanted in a way via what's happening with the North Node in Cancer. So I'm going to go down the road of saying love. I feel that the moon energy from the North Node in Cancer is looking for love. It's basically looking for a way to be able to bond and emotionally connect and emotionally feel safe. And so the South Node in Capricorn, the ambitious nature of the South Node in Capricorn, or the achievement or the responsibility involved with the South Node in Capricorn, has to go down the road of love. That has to be its path. Love, connection, being able to bond, that has to be its path. And if it uses that as its understanding of that, I have to be responsible for love in my life, and I have to achieve love in my life, then I feel on a certain level that will be a huge, huge healing remedy for the people that have the South Node in Capricorn.